Dr. Emily Landau with us in studio. The biggest question now over the course of the last 24 hours, was it a hydrogen bomb, wasn't it a hydrogen bomb? First of all, if you can help with, explain to me and our viewers, hydrogen bomb, it's like an atom bomb plus, am I right in saying that?
It's something like that.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of chain reaction that leads to the explosion. Atom bombs explode through a process of fission. Hydrogen bomb, it's fusion.
And why is it more deadly? Why is it more?
It's just I can't really explain the mechanics of it, but the explosive power of a hydrogen bomb is just,
immense.
It's an order of magnitude that just can blow your mind, if you excuse the pun.
No, completely. How can it be verified? What is the process of verification when it comes to trying to figure out? Because that's what the United States is saying right now. We're taking everything with a grain of salt, as everybody does usually with North Korea. How is that process, though, of verification?
Well, I think there's two ways of checking it. One is taking samples from the atmosphere, and they're trying to, analyze particles in the atmosphere to try to get some kind of idea of what the explosion was. And there's also the seismic activity, and here, as we heard in the report, it's more the order of magnitude that we saw in the nuclear test of 2013, and therefore there's a lot of skepticism whether this was indeed a hydrogen bomb. However, while a hydrogen explosion or test would be another significant advance for North Korea, let's not forget this is the fourth nuclear test that they've done, and a so-called regular atomic bomb is destructive enough. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people that would be instantly wiped away, basically, if any kind of bomb was actually used, which hasn't happened, of course, since World War II. So yes, it signifies advance, but we should have been equally concerned in 2013 and in 2009 and 2006 when they did their first nuclear test. So, it's like all of the focus on whether it's a hydrogen bomb or a regular atomic bomb, as if it's not a hydrogen bomb, then we can all calm down and there's no problem.
Because there was definitely
it's a big problem.
There was definitely seismic activity recorded for sure. Something was detonated.
Right, but it was something like 5.1 or whatever, and what they're saying is that it's similar to what happened in 2013, and it doesn't look like the numbers that they would expect if it was a hydrogen bomb. First of all, when we deal with nuclear issues, certainly we need to look at context. The problem is that when we look at the context of North Korea, what we see is quite alarming. Comparing North Korea to Israel, very different context, very different history. Just take the smallest issue that North Korea joined the NPT, the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. It violated the treaty while it was a member, no problem violating international commitments, and just start from there and continue on. Israel has a completely different record, so yes, context is very important in nuclear issues, but I don't think the context, I think you need to go deeper into context and realize there are differences.
I do need to clear, all I said regarding the comparison is tiny nation that historically proven is attacked makes no less sense than that Russia or a mega nation, which is an empire, will possess it. I'm not comparing between the regime here.
But right now, there's absolutely no reason to believe that the United States is preparing an attack. Certainly not a nuclear attack. But one more reason why it's so much a concern: North Korea. The biggest concern there is that they will share their technology components of their nuclear program with anyone that pays in hard cash, and this is a big problem. They were behind building the nuclear reactor in Syria. So North Korea as a proliferator is a big problem, and you don't have, comparable situations with the other states that you mentioned.